Next we will see the next structural representation of organic molecule. So two structural representations, or the two different ways of representing the structure of an organic molecule already we finished. Now the third way of representing an organic molecule, that is by using bond line representation. Bond line representation. From the word itself it is clear, we are representing only bonds present here. Bond line representation means we are representing only bonds as lines in the given molecule. So the first point that you have to remember is, here we represent only carbon-carbon bonds. Don't read it as carbon-carbon single bonds. In this representation, if an organic molecule is given, in that given molecule we represent only the carbon-carbon bonds present in the molecule. Whether it is a carbon-carbon single, double or triple, only that we will be representing in the bond line representation. So remember, we are representing only bonds in this representation, and we represent only the carbon-carbon bonds present. And okay, we said that here we are representing only carbon-carbon bonds, isn't it? But we never write carbon and hydrogen. We represent only the bonds present, but we never write carbon and hydrogen atoms. Okay, so carbon and hydrogen will be completely omitted, means we never write carbon and hydrogen in bond line representation. Now the third point is, the carbon-carbon bonds will be represented in a zigzag fashion, that we will see later. Now write only if there is any atoms other than carbon and hydrogen, like heteroatom, only that will be represented, like halogen atom, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen. Okay, only if there is, so if there is any heteroatom other than carbon and hydrogen, if any, not necessary, only that will be represented in the bond line representation. Now always the terminals will be representing methyl group, that is CH3 group. Okay, so now we will see few examples of bond line representations. For example, if I want to represent ethane, that is CH3 single bond CH3, how can I represent this ethane, that is CH3 single bond CH3, as bond line representation? As I told you, we never write carbon and hydrogen, isn't it? We cannot write carbon and hydrogen when we draw the bond line representation. So this carbon and the hydrogen atoms we cannot write. What we can draw or what we can represent only is the carbon-carbon bonds, whether it is double, single or triple. So how we can represent this ethane as? So this we cannot represent, this carbon and hydrogen we cannot write, this carbon and hydrogen also we cannot write. What we can draw here only is, yes. Okay, so this is the bond line representation of ethane. Okay, that means how this can be called as ethane? Yes, this is what is mentioned in the as different points just in that previous case. That means terminals are always representing what? So wherever at all the terminals there will be one carbon. So terminals will be always representing, here there is one carbon, here there is one carbon, and terminals, if it is singly bonded, it will be definitely methyl group. So remember once again, if a bond line structure is given like this, so this is what is called as ethane. Okay, no need to by heart. Okay, so if a structure is given like this as bond line, you can identify, no need to by heart at all, you can identify the molecule, because here there is one carbon, here also there is one carbon, isn't it? Now we know that carbon valency is 4. So see this carbon, only one valency is satisfied. So 3 more valencies there to complete. So how many hydrogen is here? 3. On this carbon also only one valency is satisfied. So remaining 3 more valency to be satisfied. So here also one CH3. So we will get the compound as CH3, CH3. So very easy to identify the compound from the bond line representation. Okay. So what is the bond line representation of ethane? This is the bond line representation. Now, if I have, this is the first one, second one is CH3, CH2, CH3. How I can represent this molecule with 3 carbon atoms? If I increase the length of this line, will there be any increase in the number of carbon atoms? No, because whatever is the length of this bond we are drawing, here we have only 2 carbon atoms, isn't it? So how we can increase the number of carbon atoms? Yes, by giving small bends like a zigzag fashion. So how I am going to draw the zigzag, the bond line representation of this propane? Yes, here also we cannot write this carbon and hydrogen. This we cannot represent. This also we cannot represent. What we can represent is only the carbon-carbon bonds. So the first carbon-carbon, it is a single bond, isn't it? Now, so here it is understood, here there is one carbon, here also there is one carbon, but we cannot write it. Okay, so what we can write is only one single bond. Now, the second, from this carbon to this carbon, another single. Okay, so this is the way of representing the bond line representation of propane. Okay, this can also be drawn as, that is also correct, or we can draw it as like greater than or equal to sign. All these 4 representations are correct for propane. So if anybody is giving you like a structure like this, how we can identify the molecule? Which molecule is this? How we can identify? Wherever there is terminals and wherever there is bent, give carbon. So here there is one carbon, here there is one carbon, here also there is carbon. Now give hydrogen to each. So on this carbon only one valency is satisfied, so remaining 3. This carbon, see the middle carbon surrounding 2 bonds are there, isn't it? That means only 2 more valencies to satisfy. So remaining 2 more hydrogen. What about this carbon? Only 1 valency is satisfied, so remaining 3. So very easy to identify the molecule from the bond line representation. The only thing is, wherever there is terminal and wherever there is bent, give carbon there and add remaining hydrogen. Okay. So this is the bond line representation of propane. Okay. Now the third one, butane, CH3. How we can draw the bond line representation of butane? Yes, we cannot draw carbon and hydrogen. So we can draw only carbon-carbon bonds, isn't it? So how we can draw the first carbon to second carbon? It is single. Second to third, again single. Third to fourth, again single. So how many carbon atoms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms, and all the 4 carbon atoms are singly bonded. Or we can draw it as, now I have started from bottom, isn't it? The same line, if I am starting from top, first carbon to second carbon single, second to third again single, third to fourth again single. Both are same. Now again, if I want to draw, like if I am drawing starting from top, first carbon to second carbon single, second to third single, third to fourth single. Okay, all these representations are correct. Now, how we can identify from the bond line representation? If a structure is given like this, how will you identify? Remember, here terminal there will be carbon, all the bends they will be carbon, terminal also they will be carbon. So, add remaining hydrogen. So, here only one valency is satisfied, remaining 3. Here 1, 2, 2 valencies are satisfied, remaining 2. Here also 1, 2, 2 valencies are satisfied, remaining 2. And here also 3. And when you write the structure, when you want to write the condensed formula, no need to draw like this. You can write it as straight molecule. Only when we write bond line representation, we are using zigzag fashion. Similarly, how we can draw hexane? Hexane means CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. How we can draw? Just I am simply giving number. This is not to name the organic compound. Just take it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms. How we can draw the bond line representation? Yes, we know that here none of the bonds are represented. That means all these carbon-carbon bonds are single bonds. And remember, in bond line representation, we represent only carbon-carbon bonds. Okay, and we never write carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so first carbon to second carbon single, second to third single, third to fourth single, 4 to 5 single, 5 to 6 also single bond. So, this is the bond line representation. Or here I have started from bottom, or if I want I can start from top. So, 1 to 2 single, 2 to 3 single, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and 5 to 6. This is about the bond line representation of hexane. Now, how we can represent? CH2 double bond CH2 ethene. What is the bond line representation? Yes, we cannot draw carbon and hydrogen. We can draw only carbon-carbon bonds. So, here what is the bond present? So, what is this 2 dashes representing? It is ethene. Ethene bond line representation. So, when you write, draw it as 2 columns. On the right hand side you write it as bond line representation, then only write. Okay. Now the next is CH triple bond CH. What is the bond line representation of ethyne? Yes, it is 3 lines because we are representing only the bond. It is a triple bond. Now the next question, how we can represent this molecule as bond line representation? So, here also just give, simply you give number as 1, 2, 3, 4, not to name the organic compound, that is according to IUPAC rules only. Here only to draw, to represent the bond we are simply giving the number. So, 1 to 2, between 1 and 2 it is single bond, 2 to 3 single bond, 3 to 4 single bond, and remember on third carbon there is one more single bond present. This is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, there is a single bond, isn't it? So, remember, if a bond line is given, remember all the terminal. How many terminals are here in the structure? 1, 2, 3 terminals are there. Remember, at all the terminals it will be CH3 group if the terminal is single bond. Okay. Now, here also one carbon, here also one carbon. Okay. Now, the next one is how we can draw this bond line representation. So here also just to draw, if you don't want to miss any carbon atom, if we are not drawing one bend, that means one carbon will be less. So to draw the exact number of carbon atoms, simply give number 1, 2, 3, 4, because need to give only number for carbon atoms. Okay, between 1 and 2 single, between 2 and 3 single, 3 and 4 single bond. Isn't it? Now what we have on second carbon, remember once again, if there is anything written inside the bracket means that will be attached to previous carbon, and if there is no previous carbon, then only it will be attached to next carbon. Okay, so here this Br is attached to this carbon, second carbon. This is second carbon, 1, 2. On second carbon, should we draw only one single bond? No, because it is clearly mentioned in bond line representation, if there is any atoms other than carbon and hydrogen, that we have to represent. So here we need to write bromine. Okay, very important question. Next structure. How we can draw the bond line representation here? Just give the number as 1, 2, 3, 4. Here there is only carbon and hydrogen. Yes, we know that the carbon and hydrogen atoms, no need to represent, only carbon-carbon bonds. So between 1 and 2 carbon, single, 2 and 3, double. Listen, between 1 and 2 single, 2 and 3 double, 3 and 4 again single bond. Okay, or if you want, you can start from top. Okay, both are correct. Next one. How we can draw the bond line of this structure? Simply give the number as 1. Branches, no need to give number. Branches means what is written inside the bracket. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now between 1 and 2 single, between 2 and 3 single, 3 and 4 single, 4 and 5 again single bond. Okay, between 1 to 5 carbon atoms, they all are singly bonded. Now this methyl group is attached to second carbon. We know that all terminals are representing CH3 group. So give, okay, so this terminal is CH3 group. Okay, so this is representing CH3. Now on third carbon, this is the third carbon, 1, 2, 3. Third carbon also there is one CH3. It is understood that this is CH3 group. Okay, now everything is correct. Now we will see the bond line representation of few cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds, bond line representation, study this as very important structures. First one is, which is the simplest cyclic compound, is cyclopropane. Cyclopropane, the bond line representation is like a triangle. So the triangle is representing what? Cyclopropane. How it will be? If a triangle is given, we know that here there is carbon, here there is carbon, and here also there is carbon. 3 carbon and 2 valency, remaining 2. So CH2, CH2, CH2. This is what is represented as cyclopropane. But this is not the bond line representation. This is only the bond line representation. Now number 2, it is cyclobutane. Cyclobutane, what is the bond line representation? Yes, like a square, or write it like a rectangle, isn't it? So how it becomes cyclobutane? Here there is carbon, here, here, and here there is carbon atoms. Fill the remaining valencies with hydrogen. All the carbon, 2 valencies are satisfied, remaining 2. So remember, these are not bond line representation, these are the bond line representation. Now the third one is cyclopentane. How we can draw cyclopentane? Bond line. Yes, cyclopentane. Same way here, how we can draw? At all the bends and all the terminals, there will be carbon. So CH2, 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 CH2. Now the next is cyclohexane. How we can draw cyclohexane ring? Sorry. Okay, this is the bond line representation. Here, 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 here. Everywhere there is carbon. Wherever there is bend, there will be carbon. Wherever there is terminals, there will be carbon. H2, H2. So these are the bond line representations of few cyclic compounds. So remember, if there is in bond line representation, remember we are drawing only the carbon-carbon bonds present, and don't write carbon and hydrogen in any structures. If there is only atoms other than carbon and hydrogen given, only that we need to draw. Okay. Now one more structure I will show you. If there is the same cyclohexane ring, if there is one chlorine, how we can draw the bond line of this structure? Yes, first draw only the carbon-carbon bonds, single, 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 single. No need to write any carbon or any hydrogen, but on this carbon there is a chlorine. Only that we need to draw. Okay, another very important structure. Now there is questions in your textbook, exercise questions. The first one is, the question is to expand each of the following bond line formulas and draw all the carbon and hydrogen atoms. The first structure given here is a cyclohexane ring. Okay, this is the structure given in the question. So how we can expand it? I am drawing the structure once again. How we can expand it? Where all we have carbon here? Yes, we know that here there is carbon, here there is carbon, here, 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 here and here, isn't it? Now we have to draw the complete structural formula of this compound. Before that, how we can draw? So here only the start from the top carbon, only one valency is satisfied, so remaining 3. Here also 3. Or what about this carbon? 1, 2, 3 valency is satisfied, so remaining 1. So here also 1, 2, 3. Check the surrounding, count the number of surrounding bonds. Okay. Here 1, 2, so remaining 2 valencies. Here also 1, 2, remaining 2. So how we can draw the expanded structure here? First carbon with 3 hydrogen atoms, single bond. On this carbon there is one hydrogen. Then draw the ring first. Then it will be easy to draw. On this carbon 2 hydrogen, on this carbon 2 hydrogen, This is about the completely expanded complete structural formulas of this bond line representation. Now the second one is, the second question is that already we discussed. Now actually the third question in your textbook, there is a triple bond, from that there is a single bond, one more single bond. How we can expand the structure? Draw the structure once again. One triple, one single. Okay, so here there is carbon. So remember, here there is carbon, here there is carbon, here there is carbon, here, here and here, at all the terminals and at all the bends. So check, add the remaining valencies or satisfied by hydrogen. So this carbon 1, 2, 3 valencies are satisfied, so only one hydrogen. What about the second carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 valencies are already satisfied, so no more hydrogen on this carbon. This carbon 1, 2, 2 valencies are satisfied, remaining 2. This carbon 1, 2, 3. 3 valencies are satisfied, so remaining 1. On this carbon 1 valency is satisfied, so remaining 3. So here also 3, because we know that they are terminal carbons. So how we can expand it? See, there is one hydrogen, then triply bonded. It is not necessary that we have to write in the zigzag fashion itself. We can write straight also. Carbon with one hydrogen, then triple bond, another carbon but no more hydrogen, then single bond CH2, then CH3. On this carbon also there is one CH3. So this is about the complete structural formula. Now the next is so draw it once again. So remember, here, 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 here and here we have carbon atoms. Here these are all terminal carbons, so that definitely it will be CH3 group, or you can check the valency and add hydrogen. So about this carbon 1, 2, 3, so only one hydrogen here. Okay, if you want to write the expanded structure, no need to write like this itself. If you want, you can start from here. Start from the top, CH3, and that is attached to another carbon. On this carbon there is another CH3. Then on this carbon is single bond CH. Now on this carbon one CH3, another CH3. Okay, so this is about the bond line representations and the complete structural formulas of organic molecules.